My thoughts when I was offered to play this role was, wow, this is going to be a big challenge. This is an existing character that had already such a powerful storyline, and I was like, wow. And there's so many kind of like levels to her backstory that are unrelatable to me, but relatable to, like, there's a woman out there who's dealing with what Collette has gone through. And then the future was really kind of like what I looked forward to, playing this character in this moment and what her future could be. So, you know, I was excited because there's so many levels to her. For me as a challenge, there were a lot of challenges I was going to be able to face as an actress, and for her and her character, that it was very exciting for me. And of course, it's a dance show too, so I was just thinking, oh, there's probably going to be some really cool moments where I get to perform. It is difficult. Let me tell you, it's not easy, because when I first came into this role for Collette, knowing that it had already been played by, of course, by Naya. Let's definitely, I want to sing her graces. She did such a fantastic job in that role. I wanted to respect the character, honor the people on the show and her family and the fans of this show. And I didn't want to come in and just say, hey, here I am, like, I'm taking over. Like, I have so much respect. So it actually took me a while to kind of like face the challenges in my head about like how to take this on, because I didn't have the relationships with the people, like the actors on set just yet. Like, they had built two years of, or seasons worth of, like, friendships and stuff. And I also didn't want to watch too many of the previous seasons because I didn't want to copycat what she'd done. But I also wanted to know, like, okay, well, what happened in this scene? Why am I doing this in this scene that I'm shooting? You know, so I kind of had to explore a couple questions between Neo, and the same thing with Holly. And then I had to find out for myself. And it was scary. I was very nervous. And it did take some time. I think it took a couple episodes so I really felt comfortable and knew who I was in Collette and kind of got out of my head. But I managed to really just like say to myself, like, hey, this girl is a confident character. Like, get your confidence up, girl. It's okay. You're here for a reason. They chose you for a reason. And I told myself that I needed to do that. I needed to trust myself and trust that there's a reason for this. So it took some time, but rightfully so. So my heart was, you know, growing into the situation, and I'm happy that they chose me. Not at all, actually. I just had a talk with Holly, and I didn't have the job, and I don't think they were necessarily asking me at the moment to do it. But the first conversation I had with Holly was because they were going to continue on with this character and with this season after, you know, with STARZ and with Lionsgate, everybody. And so I think they wanted to really find the right person for this. And at the beginning, when I first talked to Holly, when I ended up filming, I was actually pregnant. But when Holly first started to tell me about the role, I was like, this role sounds perfect, and she's sexy, and she's this, that. And I'm like, but I'm pregnant. How am I going to tell them this? And I ended up, and so as time proceeded and Holly and the team really thought about it, and then they came to me, I had to tell them, I'm like, hey, by the way, I am pregnant. And they were like, it's okay. We'll figure it out. And boy, did they. We shot all of my scenes in 3 months, and I was fully pregnant, like out here with a belly, and they were like filming from like here up, or I'd have a bag in front of my belly, or I'd have a coat, or sometimes we just said, whatever, we'll just wing it. And the clothes made me look a little bit thinner, but it's funny to think what the circumstance was, but we worked it out. Yeah. I would characterize Collette as, she is a woman with a dream, a passion, and a drive. She was left behind by her friends, and which is Sage. Sage really went out and he made it. He made the dream that they talked about since they were younger, but she made do with what she had back home. Her character is a survivor of many things, of drugs, of just being in the hood, and she figured a way to get out. But she's also recognizing her strength, her power, and her control that she has. So she's a powerful woman. She's also sexy. She brings the drama. And I don't know if that follows my life. But sometimes I have to bring the sexy, and sometimes I have to bring my boss mentality to many things in life, and multitask. And I guess those are the two elements, or three, that kind of mirror each other. So the most remarkable scenes that I had, oh gosh, there's some challenges that happen between Sage and Collette. Some big ones that happen, and it's more towards the end of the season. I'm not going to give them away, but man, when you see the fight of power and love and passion and anger and certain things get revealed, it's just like so much emotion comes from it. So I had some really good scenes with, let's just say, with Sage, that really kind of it went there with it. And then I think one of the most challenging scenes was, I have this really great dance scene that I have, and it's almost like it's dark and it's sexy, and it's like a dark nightmare of a tango. And the challenge there was I was pregnant. So dancing with the actors and having a full belly and kind of like moving around the belly, and everybody having to do that and make sure, I'm not doing anything that's gonna, hurt myself or hurt the baby. That was the biggest challenge, but I did it, and it would turn out really good. I think my rituals, because I still get nervous. I still, to this day, like, I can go up on stage and to sing or to perform and be right, like seconds before that, my heart is racing. I can feel it in my throat. Like, I'm just so nervous. Prayer, I always pray. I'm like, God, please get me through this. I know that by the time I get up there, God, I know I'm gonna be fine, but just help me out here. Don't let me be nervous. So I pray. And then I also just goof around a lot. It's a good distraction, just like joking around and having friends around that are fun. I think it's important to like have those people that distract you from those feelings that you might struggle with sometimes. We were filming in Atlanta, and so I love Atlanta because, I don't know, just the whole vibe, the culture there is dope. And we had a lot of our scenes were all on a big giant set, but Sage's house, it's like he has this penthouse in the series, and it literally took up a whole stage. You would be surprised how huge this stage was. Like the same size stage, like for when you like go see the show The Voice or something. It was all his penthouse. So it's no joke. Like the crew and the people who do all the building of the interior and the designs are incredible at what they do. So I would just wish that it was actually my house in real life. I mean, I would hope so. I definitely think they have seasons 4 and 5 probably in the bag, for all I know. But I would love if that happened, and I would love to see where her story goes.
High Water isn't a school. Schools have to stamp out a product that conforms to the world. At High Water, you're seen as a creator, someone who will change the world.
One fam, one roof, one tour.
Sage Odom, you're under arrest for the murder of Ernest Octavio.
Collette, I didn't do this.
I know you did it.
The tour is done. How are you gonna recoup the 20 million that I put up?
What if we can get Rigo to fill in for you? This is your shot, and you just show him what you can do.
Where? Boss of the bosses. I'm a leader, bruh. If they on the offense, I'ma tee them up.
I need total control of the tour.
So this is how you want to play, huh?
You and I both know you got one play, so learn to love it.
I've been waiting for this moment for so long.
Dance auditions are gonna be tough, but the real heat, that comes later.
We have to live for right now, and we have to do it for each other.
We don't stop. Make it to the top.
How can I even trust you?
Everything you worked for is gonna go up in flames.
This is a life-changing moment.
It's time to step up.